holy. We are. Here we go. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Maybe we should stand up and get a little energy going here. Thank you for this earth, Spirit. Thank you for this earth, Spirit. Thank you for this earth. Oh, thank you for this earth, Spirit. Thank you for this beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful. Ain't it the truth? This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful earth. Look around. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Oh, let's turn and greet these beautiful friends. La 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 da 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 da. Let's sing thank you for this beautiful day once more. Here we go. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Yeah. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day.
Thank you, Robert. Robert Anderson in the house today. Yeah. Welcome back, Robert. Welcome to all of you. If I haven't, I know everybody here. I'm David Howard. I'm the minister here. I think I know everybody. Thank you for coming today. Thank you for bringing your light and your love here today on this special day. As you know, we have potluck today, so hopefully you'll stick around and enjoy some time with your fellow community members and have some good food. And after service today, we're also going to have a session with Reverend Ahriana, creating our vision, mission, coming together to, you'll hear more about that from her, but really looking at who we are, why we're here, who we're here to be. And so I'm excited about that opportunity for all of us today. I want to remind you that it is a Douglas County school policy that the door be locked at 10 after the hour. So we had not been complying with that. We really weren't aware of it, honestly. But they did make us aware of it, and we want to honor that. We want to honor their policy. We want to respect that, and so that's what we're going to be doing. Nothing has happened. There's been no concern. There's been no threat. There's been nothing in any way that would be of any danger to anyone here. But we want to honor that policy. So just know that we will have someone back there as much as possible to let you in if you do happen to arrive after 10. So just letting you know that that's happening. I'm not sure there are any other announcements. I really wasn't aware of anything. So welcome. Thank you for being here again and looking forward to what is coming today. So I want to invite Leslie up to share a reading with us this morning.
As many of you know, it is my birthday today, thus the tiara. So I needed to explain why the tiara. I normally do. Oh. Thank you all so much. Okay, I'm going to bring us back down to center here. Adyashanti tells us to experience the kingdom of heaven, we need to become the riddle and the solution. So with engaged spirituality and the visioning that's coming up in mind, please take a deep breath. Ground yourself. Close your eyes if you're comfortable. As I read the following. Settle in to the space in front of me. Where I am is right where I want to be. In the summer of a moment that is holding me. I'll admit, when I can't find where to go, strung along in the web of possible, every trail that I will follow guides me home. Nothing more to do. What you need is found inside of you. Set a course for all there is to come. Find it there in the setting of the sun. Form valleys into mountains of songs unsung. You can see it through. All you need is there inside of you. It's a beautiful view. And every day is the start of something new. Those are the lyrics to a song called A Beautiful View, recorded by a group called Evergreen. It was written by David Schultz.
I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are, and all we do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world. We're a blessing to the world. I am a blessing to the world.
So once again, I invite you to settle in right where you are. Maybe allow your feet to be planted on the floor. As you take a deep breath, allowing that energy of the Mother Earth to rise to meet you, breathing it up through the bottom of your feet into your heart. Breathing in the energy of this space of all who are gathered here today. As we come into the awareness of this power of this very moment. Right here and right now, we awaken in our hearts to that divine presence and love and energy and life that lives itself in us and through us and as us each moment. And we open ourselves to an even greater awareness that we are that life. You are the voice. You are the hands. You are the heart. You are the spirit of life, embodied right here and right now. And you are a blessing to the world. And so I invite you to claim that for yourself right now. I am a blessing to the world. I am a blessing to the world. Right here, right now. As I open my heart, I open my mind, I open my body to the realization of the embodiment of that divine life living itself in its fullness in this very moment. And as you continue just to breathe deeply, allow the breath to draw you even deeper into the center of your awareness. And as we spend just a short time in the silence, invite a greater revelation of that truth. I am the heart. I am the hands. I am the voice of spirit, right here and right now. And breathe that awareness all the way down through the bottom of your feet, grounding it right here, right now. Feel every fiber of your being coming alive with that knowing. Feel every thought being inspired by that knowing. And allow every word, every action to be an expression of that deep knowing of who you truly are, what you truly are. And in that awareness, in our willingness to claim it and to be it, we are grateful. And let us ground it by saying together, and so it is.
You may have heard this song. There's a part that goes, and peace spread over the land. Written by my friends J.D. and Jan. So when we get to that part, and peace spread over the land, I want you to sing it with me. Here we go. And peace spread over the land. Gorgeous. This is the sign for peace. And it's over the land. And peace spread over the land. Over the land. I dreamed of rain and the rains came, soft and easy, sweet and clear. I dreamed of rain and the rains came, and peace spread over the land. I dreamed of summer and the winds changed, and the green was easy, and the rivers ran clear. I dreamed of summer and the winds changed, and peace spread over the land. And the flowers bloom bloom in the desert, and the air is fresh and clear. I dreamed of rain, and the rains came, and peace spread over the land. I dreamed of freedom, and the moon rose, and the way was easy, and the path was clear. I dreamed of freedom, and the moon rose, and peace spread over the land. And the guardian stars are shining, and the night is fresh and clear. I dreamed of freedom, and the moon rose, and peace spread over the land. I dreamed of heaven, and the earth sang, and the sound was easy, and the song was clear. I dreamed of heaven, and the earth sang, and peace spread over the land. And the ancient pain is forgotten, and the Father's debts are clear. I dreamed of heaven, and the earth sang, and peace spread over the land. I dreamed of rain, and the rains came, soft and easy, sweet and clear. I dreamed of rain, and the rains came, and peace spread over the land. And the flowers bloom in the desert, and the air is fresh and clear. I dreamed of rain, and the rains came, and peace spread over the land. I dreamed of rain, and the rains came.
Thank you, Robert. Love that song. Good morning again. There's more people here than there were last time I was up here. Good to see you all. I want to take this opportunity to introduce someone who is very special, who is here with us today. And I just want to share with you a little bit about her. Reverend Dr. Ahriana Platten is an evolutionary force in spiritual transformation. Just take that in for a minute. She bridges ancient wisdom with contemporary teachings, empowering people to use sacred ceremony to address modern life challenges. We just talked about this. Ahriana is a mystic and a visionary who serves as a compassionate spiritual leader aiming to reshape the world. As a founder of asoulfulworld.com, her influence resonates across a global community of 50-plus countries. She's an ordained unity minister, a formidable high priestess in 2 esoteric traditions, and a mentor for spiritual entrepreneurs. A former ambassador for the Parliament of World Religions, Ahriana is a best-selling author of 2 books, Rites and Rituals, Harnessing the Power of Sacred Ceremony, and a delightful children's book called The Changing Story. So that's just a little bit about Reverend Ahriana. But from a personal perspective, she's a friend. She is a heart-centered individual and a heart-centered minister. And I had the privilege of working with her on the board at Unity South Central Region for a couple of years. And she is a dynamic energy, personality, and leader. And it is my pleasure and my honor to welcome her here this morning to CSL Parker. So please join me in welcoming Reverend Ahriana.
Good morning. So I brought you a couple little presents. And they are little presents. So I'm going to pass them around. And I brought you these fancy napkins because you won't think they're Kleenex in the bottom of your purse when you see them later on today. And there are seeds for vegetables and flowers and all kinds of things here. So I'm just going to start on this end and ask you to each take a couple as your heart calls, and we'll talk about them in a minute. But first, I would like to invite you to please bring your child heart to the front right now. We all have one. It may be a really long time since you've brought yours out to play, but I want to invite you to bring your child heart to this moment because I want to tell you a little known secret, and it starts with a story. And every story should start with once upon a time. So once upon a time, in a place very like Parker, Colorado, there had been a massive snowstorm. And everyone was stuck inside for a couple of days. And there was a beautiful young child with long blonde locks who wanted so badly to go outside. And she said to her grandpa, "Please, the sun is out today. Can I please go out and play just for a little while?" And her grandpa said, "It's really deep out there. You better wait." And she said, "But please, Grandpa, can I please go out and play?" And her grandpa said, It's cold out there. I think you should stay inside." And his granddaughter said, "Oh, come on, Grandpa. I have to go outside or I am going to explode." So he did what every good grandfather does and said, "All right, but dress warm." And she pulled on her boots and she grabbed her light sweater off the coat rack and she ran right out the door and out through the fence and into the forest right behind his house, a place where she was very used to playing. And as she was out there, she noticed that the snow was really deep. She had to walk a little bit harder. And she was so excited watching the snow that she lost track of the fact that she couldn't see any of the little things about the forest that told her where she was. And before too long, she was lost. And the longer she was lost, the darker it got, and the darker it got, the colder she got. And after a while, trying to find her way home, she got fed up, and she did what all little girls do, and she plopped herself down on a snowbank and cried. She had her hands in her face, and she wiped the tears away, and she looked down to her right, and there on the ground was a frozen little bird. Its wings were frozen solid to its side. And she picked it up, and she no longer was cold. She picked up that little bird, and she started yelling, "Help! Help! Somebody help me! This little bird is going to die! Someone help me!" Who would hear her out in the middle of the forest? The goddess Ostara. The goddess of springtime heard that little voice. Well, she was warm and cuddly underneath the covers, underneath the roots of a gnarly old tree. It was still winter outside. It wasn't her time of year. And for a minute, she tried to talk herself out of it. It must be a dream. And then the little girl started yelling again, help, help, somebody show up and help me with this bird. And the goddess got up, looked outside at the snow, grabbed her beautiful purple robe off the shelf, unfurled it, put it on, and walked outside. And as she walked across the snowy ground, everything touched by the hem of that beautiful robe bloomed bright in green and colorful flowers. And she made her way to the child and said, my darling, what is wrong? And she said, can you fix this? And the priestess, of course, that she is, said in her head, of course I can fix that. And she reached down and picked up the bird, and that goddess held the bird to her chest, and she spoke a few tiny, soft whispers. And before you know it, the bird was moving and wiggling in her arms. And so she reached down and handed it to the child, not thinking about the fact that this is a little girl who has no idea what to do with the bird. And that bird flapped and flopped and fell right on the ground in front of her. And it didn't fly. So the little girl picked it up and handed it back and said, you didn't do it right. Which is not a good thing to say to a goddess. But she did know the heart of the child. And so she took that little bird back to her breast, and she whispered to it again and snapped her fingers. And when she did, there was just the very smallest puff of smoke. And when the smoke cleared, there in her arms was a bunny. A beautiful bunny with long, soft ears and a little fuzzy tail and all 4 legs. So she handed the bunny back to the little girl and said, now it's better. And the little girl took the bunny and tried to pet it before it jumped out of her arms wiggling and ran under a bush. And when she looked up, the goddess was gone. And suddenly, she knew exactly how to get home. And so she turned around and went home, much to her grandfather's happiness. But that's not the end of the story, because there was a very confused bunny out in the forest. And that little bunny got more and more confused every year until spring. And at spring, it knew exactly what to do. In spring, it laid colorful eggs everywhere it went and brought them out to all the children to say thank you for having saved its life. And now you know. There are so many stories about life, aren't there? So many things we don't know. It's springtime on Tuesday at 9:05 p.m. It's winter right now still. We got that. But Tuesday at 9:05, it's springtime. And something happens for us in Colorado more than fake spring. We all know that it's going to snow again and that, we shouldn't get sucked in. It's not really spring until after Mother's Day. But something really does happen that changes for us, and that is that the light begins to grow. And we are people of the light. We are called outward when the light grows. So winter is a time of rest and reflection and rejuvenation, and we kind of disengage from each other a little bit, don't we? We stay home, we drink tea, we watch a good movie, we read a book. We do a little running, hustling, and bustling around the holidays, but really, it's cold. We're staying home, we're not going out, we're not hiking in the snow. And then spring comes, and something weird happens. We start waking up earlier. Are any of you noticing that? Our body, for many of us, gets pulled by the extended light. And if it hasn't happened yet, it will happen. You will notice that the daylight is here and it's time to do something. It's time to plant the seeds. It's time to think about, and remember, winter is not coming till December 31st again. December 21st, right? It's a long time till we get back to winter. So this whole season ahead of us is a season of blessing seeds and planting seeds and growing seeds and having fruit appear on the vine and having the fruit ripen and harvesting the fruit and coming back again to community to share our blessings before we go back into a season of rest. Where we are in that continuous spiral of life is incredibly important. It is an incredibly powerful time of the year because somewhere below the soil are little seeds from last year. And as the snow melts, they will soften. That hard shell, you've got one in your hand, that hard shell will soften. And when it softens, it will crack open, and the miracle of life will find its way out into the soil. That miracle of life will not only find its way out into the dark soil, it will find the warmth, and it will find its way up through the warmth. What a miracle that is. What an amazing miracle it is that that even happens. And it happens over and over, and for some of us, it's happened for a lot of years. It happens over and over, and we kind of take it for granted. We don't think about how much energy it takes for that spark, that teeny little spark of life. Some of you are holding very tiny seeds. For that teeny little spark of life to bring fruit forth. This is the time that we engage with life. We create with life. We are about to create something today. Today we're going to talk about your vision. What is it that is, why are you important in the world? That's really what your vision is. Why are you important in the world? If you went away, would it make a difference in the world? Yes. The answer to that question is yes. It would make a tremendous difference because you are light holders and light bearers and creators who actually know that you're here to create. Yes, it would make a huge difference if you were not here. So your vision is your why. Your mission is how you're going to do it. How are you going to make that happen, whatever that why is? And your core values are your collaboration system. We will create together using these core values. This is what we can count on each other for. This is such beautiful work to do at this time of the year because you are planting the seeds and you are ready to bring forth something new. It's cyclical, isn't it? It doesn't mean that what you did before doesn't count. Because last spring we planted seeds too. It means that there's something new that wants to be born fresh here. It means that there is beauty to bring forth. Because that's what springtime is. When the goddess of spring comes forth, we get flowers and we get green. We get color. We get light. We are called by the skin longs to be in the light. The heart longs to open to the beauty. The wholeness of us wants to move with life. That's where we are. And like Ostara, you may feel like you need to rub the sleepy sand out of your eyes. But have no doubt that you are gods and goddesses waiting to create. And that your time is right here, right now. And the world needs you. The world is calling for you in a way it has never had to call in my lifetime, for sure. I just spent 2 years out. I was telling David this morning, I just spent 2 years working out in the secular world, helping a business grow, and ultimately closing that business. And what I learned in that 2 years is how really hard it is out there. How really powerful the struggle is for people. And we like to come in here and use our affirmations and envision a different world and, right? All that is our new thought work. Think differently, be different, hold yourself as the hands, the heart, the spirit of the holy on the planet. That's who we are. That's why we show up on Sunday mornings, to be reminded that that's who we are. But what we sometimes forget when we show up is how really, really needed we are. How real the struggle is. And how powerful you are when you just walk out of here and hold the presence of what you fill yourself with when you're here. That you beam a light into the world that changes things by your very presence, by your smile, by your positivity, by your willingness to acknowledge the difficulty and also know that it can change, that it can be better, that it's not always about changing the circumstance, it's always about changing us, isn't it? So you couldn't be at a better time for doing the work that we'll do together this afternoon. And remember as we do it, that as you stand forth as the holy, you really can turn a bird into a bunny. Miracles are possible because you believe they are possible and because you live like they're possible and because you look for them. Because when there is a need, you drag yourself out of bed and you get up and you do what needs to be done so that the children of the world know they're not alone. We have a responsibility with the gift of this way of living, with all the things that we learn here. We have a responsibility to take it out into the world, and our work this afternoon will be just about that. What is it we want to do, and how do we take it out into the world? And I look so forward to doing that work with you. But for now, I'll simply offer you this. There's a native blessing that says, let there be beauty before you. Let there be beauty behind you. Let there be beauty all around you. Walk in the way of beauty. Thank you.
Thank you, Ahriana. Appreciate that. And I hope that you all will choose to stick around for the process this afternoon. It really does matter. Your energy matters. Your wisdom matters as we come together and as we co-create this vision, this mission, our statement of who we are, why we're here, and who we're here to be. And helping us to, and it will help guide us as we go forward. To determine what we do and how we move forward. So I hope you will choose to stick around. And I know that it will be a beautiful experience of community building as well. So now I want to offer us the opportunity to give, to share, to support this ministry. So I know many of you give electronically, you give recurringly, and we are so grateful for that. But if you're going to share this morning, I invite you to take that as our ushers prepare to receive our offering this morning. Hold it in your hands, hold it in your heart. If you have given in other ways, I just invite you to hold that as well in your heart. And as we come together in that awareness that we are constantly, eternally in the flow of divine good, and that good shows up, manifests in our lives in so many ways, these gifts and offerings this morning just being one example of that. We know that we are blessed in the receiving, we are blessed in the giving, and it is an eternal, exciting, prosperous flow of good that we enjoy, and we are blessed. And together we say, and so it is.
You can sing with me if you want. We are living, we are living, we are living in the heart of God. We are living, we are living, we are living in the heart of God. Let's try that. We are living, we are living, we are living in the heart of God. We are living, we are living, we are living in the heart of God. Morning sun coming through the trees, the green leaves shimmer in the summer breeze, songbirds singing to the honeybees, living in the heart of God. We are living, we are living, we are living in the heart of God. We are living, we are living, we are living in the heart of God.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you again, Reverend Ahriana, for being here today, blessing us with your wisdom. And now I'm so glad to know where the Easter Bunny came from. I did not know that story. So, yeah, thanks for sharing that with us this morning. So again, we have some food today, so please stick around and have some food with us. And let's bless our offering. If you would like to, please stand, and if you're willing and able to do so. So I invite you to breathe into your heart once again, allowing that awareness of the divine, the holy, to be awakened within you as you this moment. And as you awaken to that awareness, feel the great fullness of that alive in you. And as we feel that great fullness, we know that everything is from that one source. And our great fullness connects us with that. And so we give great gratitude and thanksgiving for the way that life shows up through these gifts and offerings this morning. Again, we know that we are blessed as we receive, we are blessed as we give, and we know that we give from love, we share from love, and we share these gifts and offerings today in that same spirit of love. And let us say together, and so it is. So again, thank you. Thank you, Robert, for being here this morning. Thank you all for being here this morning and blessing us with your energy. And I'm seeing the time, and don't think that just because it's not yet 11, that that's going to happen every Sunday. I just want you to be aware.
David, David,
Yes.
David, I have a 15-minute song I'm going to do.
Oh, okay. Oh, awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, I don't want them to get used to being out of here before 11. So thank you all for being here. Blessings to you. Please stick around. I know you'll be blessed by this afternoon's experience, and it is not going to be a very lengthy, so please don't think that. An hour, hour and a half, probably at the very most. An hour, probably at the most. So we'll start, I guess, we're thinking 11:30, but if we eat and are done before then, maybe whenever we're ready. So please stick around, have some food, and we'll start when it feels the right time. We'll just go with the flow. So thank you again for being here. Blessings to you.
All right, as long as we're standing, I'm going to sing a line and you sing it right back at me. Ready? All right, here we go. Let's rock and roll. All is well in my soul, all is well in my soul. Wherever I am, wherever I go, all is well in my soul. Good. All is well in my soul, all is well in my soul. I'm living in love and letting it flow. All is well in my soul. soul. All is well in my soul. When I let God and then I let go, well, all is well in my soul. Yes, all is well in my soul, in my soul. We are holy, holy, holy.